Union Pacific Fans Vals here, and today I'm giving you guys my thoughts on the Cookout Southern 500 from last night. And yeah, I'm recording this the morning after the race because usually I don't do race reviews at night until inspection is complete. And yeah, but we're going to talk about this race, and yeah. So as we know last night, Denny Hamlin finally broke through last night and finally got his first win of 2021 last night. I was hoping Hamlin would win a race before the season is over because if he didn't, he would go winless for the second time in his career, and he finally did. So yeah, so great job to Hamlin. And yeah, he worked really hard last night. He had to beat Kyle Larson, who tried to make a big move last night to win, but ultimately it didn't work because Larson hit the wall and bumped into the back of Hamlin, but that didn't affect Hamlin at all. And yeah, right here we have our other top three behind, which are Chastain finishing an impressive third place. Mark Truex Jr. ends up fourth, and unfortunately, my second least favorite driver, Kevin Harvick, in second place. Fifth place, actually. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're going to talk about this race here. And yeah, but this will be a little bit quick because I'm going to be going to McNeil in just a little bit. And yeah, so, there were a lot of incidents last night, especially around the playoff drivers. Like, the first one involved Alex Bowman and William Byron both tagging the wall. Bowman was able to continue, but we'll come back to Byron later. The next one was when Mike McDowell hit the inside wall in the backstretch, and that caused him to DNF out of the race and finishing last. This time he ended up last because no one failed inspection last night. He would have finished last at Daytona, but because of Buescher failing inspection, that didn't happen right there. So yeah, and then the next one would not happen for a while until my favorite driver Kyle Busch tagged the wall from Austin Dillon. In my opinion, Austin Dillon just hit his tire and then Kyle Busch just hit the wall. Luckily though for Kyle Busch, he's only 4 points out, so hopefully he can make that up there. It's only 4 points out, so besides he's going into two of his best tracks in these next 2 weeks, so that's good there. And yeah. But the next one will happen for a while, and then the next incident for a playoff driver will happen when William Byron tagged the wall in, I believe, turn 2, with several laps to go in stage 2 when some green flag pit stops are happening. And yeah, that would cause Byron's night to be over after his incident early. And yeah, and Byron is now 15th in the playoff standings, and he's a driver that I predicted to go to the round of 8, and that's not good right there. And his teammate Alex Bowman is also below the cut line, which is a tiebreaker with 0 points below. So yeah, so 2 drivers that I predicted to advance out of this round are already in trouble here. Well, actually 3 if you count Kyle Busch, because I predicted Kyle Busch to go to the championship 4. And yeah, then another one would not happen for a while until Ryan Blaney spun out, but was still able to continue. And then also another one that happened later was when Chase Elliott cut a tire down and crashed into the wall in turn 1. So yeah, that caused his night to be over there, which was unfortunate because that was another one of my top 5 favorites. In fact, 2 of my top 5 favorites last night crashed. So yeah, that was bad there, which were Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch. There are 2 drivers in my top 5, while the other 3 are here, Hamlin, Larson, and Truex, who are also in my top 5 favorites, all finished in the top 5 here. So yeah, and the other 2 just crashed out. And yeah, and another driver I noticed was impressive last night was actually Corey LaJoie running up in the top 12, which I don't know where he got the speed from, but it was pretty impressive, even though I'm neutral to Corey LaJoie. And yeah, Daytona I can understand that because it's a super speedway, but at Darlington it was just like that time when John Hunter Nemechek finished top 10 here back in May for the Real Heroes 400. And yeah, honestly though, this race was pretty good overall. Darlington is a really good track in my opinion. It's one track that I've always wanted to go to, but yeah, I'm hoping one day I'll be able to go to Darlington. And yeah, this was the first race of the playoffs. This was originally the throwback race from last year, but they moved that back to May. And yeah, this is the second Darlington race of the year. And yeah, honestly, I like having 2 Darlington races because it's pretty interesting. Not to mention how good the racing is at Darlington. So yeah, that's that there. So yeah, but honestly though, I'm happy for Hamlin. I predicted him to be out of the round of 8 because I thought he was not going to make it to the championship 4, but with this performance here, he could be a championship 4 contender. Would I say why he could make it to the Final 4? I would say so. I mean, maybe I'm probably gonna be wrong about him missing the final four, but we'll see about that. But he could possibly still make it because there are more good tracks in the playoffs here, such as Talladega, which he has won twice, and also he's very good at Martinsville and Kansas. I mean, for Martinsville, he's won there like 5 times, I believe, and also he's won like 3 times at Kansas. I mean, I think that's right there. And yeah, so I mean, and Ross Chastain here was another impressive driver last night. I mean, he was very impressive. I mean, I have a feeling when he goes to Trackhouse next year, he's gonna bring some impressive speed. And yeah, I'm excited for that. There, I think Chastain will win a race next year. And yeah, I really hope so because Chastain is another good driver here. I mean, he does make some mistakes here, and yeah, I've been neutral to him ever since what he did the Cowboys back at Phoenix. But I could possibly put him back in my like section, possibly soon. But yeah, we'll see about that there. So yeah, but I mean, yeah, we'll just see. But I mean, the next race though is Richmond, which is this Saturday, which I'm excited for that race. But hopefully though that'll be a good race, and hopefully Cowboys can do well. I mean, he was my pick last night, and unfortunately Cowboys did not do it. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I was not really happy about Cowboys crashing out. I mean, in my opinion, that was Austin Dillon's fault, and because of this, Austin Dillon has moved back in my like section. Like, he's moved a couple spots back, but he's not in my neutral section yet. But if he does something bad again, then I'm gonna end up being neutral over him. And if he does another bad thing after me being neutral to him, then I'm probably just gonna hate him. And yeah, so I mean, and yeah, I mean, last night I said on Twitter, I said thanks a lot, Austin Dillon. I mean that's what I said there with an angry emoji. But for those who like Austin Dillon, I'm fine with your opinion. So yeah, but I mean honestly, this is a pretty good race overall. But yeah, we'll just see what happens here. But there's only 2 more races to go here in the round of 8, and those are Richmond and Bristol. So those are going to be pretty interesting. I have a feeling probably Bristol will be the most interesting out of all of them because it's probably my favorite short track because it's the last great Coliseum. And also not to mention they're also finally racing on the concrete this year after the dirt race back in March. And yeah, so I mean, it's good to see them back on the concrete. And yeah, so I mean, I just can't wait for that there. And then we'll start the round of 12, and then round of 8, and then the final 4. So I mean, just only 9 races to go in the season. So it's gonna be pretty interesting as we go here, as we go on go decide the champion here. I mean, also Logano did good last night, so I mean that's good. And yeah, there was just several drivers I think were good. I mean, Tyler Reddick, he was pretty good as well, but something happened to him, and I'm not really sure. But yeah, I mean, that's just that there. I mean, I don't know what happened to Reddick though. And yeah, I think he finished 18th, I believe. Chrysler Bell had like a vibration or something and finished like 20th, which was not good because he had a really good race last night. And yeah, he was the second worst AGR car finishing last night. But yeah, so I mean, that's just my thoughts there on the Southern 500 right there. And yeah, once I'm done with this video, I'm gonna start heading off to McNeil. And yeah, but I'll be getting this video uploaded as soon as I can here. But yeah, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, so anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.